Casey's Soapbox.
That's right. Time for Casey's Soapbox. And that's where I tell you how I feel about something. And I'm going to blow this up so we can see the full screen. I think that's going to be important for this one. So, and this one's going to be about AI music. All right, we got this comment. Thank you. Please go to Hackride Studios and leave comments. We love interacting with the comments. And here was from hyphen ST1 5 days ago.
Everything is cut off. We can't read. What's going on here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Thank you. Because I moved it. And we have 9 million things. Better? All right, here we go.
Yes, I can see it now.
So now, this is a comment, so you didn't really miss much, just some writing. Hackride, don't mean this as an overly critical way, and maybe it's just something easier addressed in a pod. But why do you guys rely on AI so much? I can tell ELECTRA has good taste and an ear, but finding out it's AI makes it go from, oh, this is catchy to, oh, this is just content to feed the algo, you know?
Wait,
like
you cut off the beginning question. The first question that he asked was, is this AI?
Yes.
So he doesn't even know if it's AI or not, first of all.
That's not the point. My soapbox.
That is part of the point. That's my soapbox.
You get your own goddamn soapbox.
Okay, fine. I'll just sign up. I'll be next.
All right. Like finding out how a magician does a trick, it seems the AI dismantles the effect of the magic. You're both too talented to rely on AI, in my humble opinion, though I hate to be a naysayer. All right. That makes sense. I get what he's saying. And he asked, is this song AI? And we said, no, it is AI. Yes, but
I said it is. I said I can answer that.
Yeah.
And, you didn't even read my comment, did you?
Well, I was getting to it. You don't know how my soapbox works. We're not even. None of this is even the point.
Read my comment.
Okay. And this horny bitch to my right over here needs it really bad. Oh my God. Said, I can answer that. It's fun. And why don't you read your own tweet? Your own tweet.
If you put it back up. Okay. I can answer that. It's fun and a skill in its own right. It takes me sometimes 50 plus attempts, sometimes 100 attempts to get a song that I like, and that's a challenge in a way. I'm also learning how to make songs other ways, but honestly, I'm not all that talented naturally, and so it's a struggle for me. But I'm not giving up by any means. It's just hours and hours of practice and studying, and sometimes I'm too busy working on video editing projects or doing shows, so it's a balance, I guess. By the way, did you like the song? Just a little secret. It's okay to like AI songs. They aren't evil.
She's so snarky.
Thanks for watching.
Hyphen, you got the snarky. You got the horny snarky.
Was that snark?
No, I think you're right, and that is a correct and true answer for you. You work hard on these things. You work as hard as people work on making a song.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Well, if you spend 80 to 100 times on it, you are songwriting, but just in a different way. This is my point to all this. So let me tell you, because I've been producing music 20 years with real instruments. Ooh.
No, we don't use Suno. Suno is so passe. We use Udio. Thank you.
I mean, they're both the same. But back to what we're talking about here. By the way, great song. All right, so AI to me is a tool. It isn't why are you doing AI or why are you doing real music? That's like, why aren't you using a hammer? Why are you using a screwdriver? Like, they're all tools in a toolbox to me. And so it was kind of hard to express what I mean by that. So I just made a song or an audio piece to kind of show you what I mean by this. All right, here is just the full song unmastered. It's like a minute. And you tell me what's real and what isn't.
This is a DAW.
What's that, Electra?
This is a DAW.
Oh, yes, you're looking at Ableton right here. Yes, sir. It's a digital audio workstation. This is how musicians make music. Each one of those lines is a track of audio, and combined together, they are multi-tracked, and then you mix them on a master, and that's what you're listening to here.
With every heartbeat, walk through the shadows.
Yeah, so it's...
So wait, so you made this song?
My soapbox! God damn
I'm
it.
asking
yes.
a question. It's about you.
Yeah,
okay?
but I was making a point. Now I forgot it. Go ahead. Yes. What was your
No,
question?
make your point. I was just asking. You
I
made this song,
can't now.
right?
Yes. This
And
is something I just put together so we could, so I could examine this
and you're
topic.
asking if or
Not
what
asking
is
anything.
AI?
Yeah. A question I'm throwing out there is: there's parts that are AI and there are parts that aren't. Can you figure it out? Essentially, right?
Okay.
And the answer is who would be able to, right? So.
You brought the fire.
All right. So now we're just gonna listen to it without any AI parts, just the music. So my point here is tools. So these are all tools. That is a tool. What I just played you. I created the drums, the bass. The bass is some from. I had a buddy help me with the bass, just because he wanted some work. Anyway, Bruno wanted to do some stuff. So I
Oh,
said, "Hey, or
cool.
play the bass on it." Yeah. So he added some bass.
Was
parts
so
to
it was
it.
a real bass or he added digital
Real bass,
bass?
the part digital bass, part real bass, and then real guitar.
So you combined the digital
but
bass
all the
and the real
music-
bass?
Right, but that's the thing that I'm trying to. Here's my point: digital bass and regular bass are bass.
Yes.
Right? We don't make that distinction in music like we're making with AI.
But back
we're
in
saying-
the day, they did. They didn't used to accept digital bass or digital anything. They were like, "That's not real music," and they wouldn't even copyright it in the beginning.
You know who I heard say that?
Who?
I heard a guy say that at Conway Studios as Nigel was in with Radiohead in Studio B. And he said they're recording only to digital. That's going to be terrible. That's never going to catch on. And I kind of looked over at him. I'm like, they have like 9 Pro Tools machines in that room. It's like,
Yeah.
it's got to sound good. And so what I will say is, yes, that argument has been made since music has started. Anytime there's an advancement in music, the people that love the thing are very in love with the thing. They don't move. I lived with a guy. He was I lived with roommates, and when I first moved to LA, and he was an engineer because we all worked in engineering, and he was a second or a third on a Pink Floyd record. He had big credits to his name, but he would not work with computers. And guess what happened to that guy? He no longer worked in music because he wouldn't make the
couldn't keep
transition.
up.
Right. And he was a guy that was talented. He worked with tones that were on Floyd records and stuff. And he just couldn't make the transition because it was to him, it was robbing the soul of music. Right. And so that, I guess, is my point with AI. Here, I'll fix it. That was my point with the AI question, is that we always come to this question of, is it robbing our soul? Is it taking something from us? So here's just the AI parts.
Every heartbeat. I walk through the shadows.
Why would I not use tools that are available? I made B flat minor vocals in a cappella style of blues and soul from
And
oldies.
you just didn't happen to have a talented singer there at the moment to do these female vocals. So what did you do? You made them.
Right. And so when people
What's wrong with
think,
that?
well, because I think what you think, like big picture, when you think AI, you think it's all an AI song or it's not an AI song. And I've been telling people for a long time, if we do this AI right, like hip hop has a rebirth, because hip hop has basically used every 70s funk riff it can. It has taken, because it's a part of remix culture, everything that it can take. It has
Right.
taken everything that is valuable and sounds good from the 70s that's hidden.
So
It's
yeah,
all
so
used.
just FYI guys, most hip hop songs don't create their own beats. A lot of them use samples
Well,
from
sampling, yeah.
older songs.
Hip hop is a
And-
sample-based
yeah.
culture, yeah,
Mhm.
of course. That's it's like kind of like why soccer gets big in poorer areas, because it only takes a soccer ball. That's
Just a
it. You can
ball.
play the game. You can just sample music, sample drums and stuff on an MPC from already made stuff, and make beats on your own without having to pay for shit. So that's how hip hop started, because you could take things from other things and create a whole new thing, and it didn't cost you 1/10 of the. So that's how production of hip hop started. But anyway, you have
With every heartbeat. I walk through the shadows.
They sound pretty clean. I was shocked how clean they sounded, and then you told me you did them a cappella, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
And so I can do that with a fucking tambourine. I can say, hey, make a certain snare sound I want.
Have you tried that?
Oh yeah, I've tried it.
And it will
all
make a
sorts-
whole song just with a snare or just with a tambourine?
No, it's
No.
it's hit and miss. You make
Okay.
20 songs and one might be all tambourine. And it
Right.
sucks.
It's
But
time intensive, you guys. This is
Yeah.
not easy to make AI music. It doesn't
A-
just pop out
yeah.
great songs every time or exactly
No.
what you want. A lot
And
of
even
times
when you
they're
get-
shit.
And even when you get great stuff, you have to then maneuver it into a way where it doesn't sound AI to me. Like
Right.
that's what we try to do, and that's what I think you picked up on. And in the question, is this AI? We take our AI songs and we put them through mixing, like because we
Right.
want them
I
to
mix
sound
all
a
my
little
songs.
better.
I get the different instruments and the vocals in separate tracks, you guys. Then I put them into a digital audio workstation, and we both do, and we make them sound way better. We mix them
Yeah,
and
so-
master them.
So let me show you this. This is kind of a point that I wanted to make too. What is AI really? Because I want you to look here. You're watching now. Everything's play. Do you see the dashes up top there, Electra? You see the dashes on
I
some of the
see a lot of
tracks?
dashes, yeah.
All right, so those dashes are MIDI.
Those are
Right?
drums, right?
Drums, right. I did not wheel a drum set into my studio here and play the drums on this.
No.
I played it with my keyboard. Now, what is the difference? What is the difference between me playing drums on a keyboard and make total drum sounds and AI? Like
It's actually
really,
more precise when you make it in the workstation.
it
It's
is
more
but what-
precise because
yes,
human
but-
error happens with a real drum kit.
That's well, yes. So what you're calling is a groove, but I guess my point is we're already using synthetic instruments. We have been since the 80s, right? This is just the next thing in line, but the entry to the barrier entry for this has been changed because now everyone can create music. That's the difference. Every one of these before MIDI, the switch from tape to electronic to Pro Tools, all that happened with professionals, people that are in the industry already. This is the first time where everyone's affected with AI. And so it's a broader question, but why do we use AI? Because it's a fucking great tool that you can use just like MIDI, just like sample packs, just like my Martin guitar in the closet, just like my Les Paul in the closet. Like, a producer has to have all this stuff. If you're a musician that's genre based, then yeah, I only like punk. I only like guitar. That's all. Fuck everything else. But if you're a producer, you kind of make everything. So you gotta, use everything. Anyway, that is my soapbox, and I have a little of the song mastered. Do you want to hear just like a little of it?
I do actually.
All right, just a little of the song mastered.
It's kind of a cool song.
Together we rise, no turning back.
That heart beating is kind of creeping me out.
Together we rise, no turning back. Together we rise, no turning back. You brought the fire.
Anyway, that is my soapbox.
I
So why
liked
do we
it.
use?
I
Why
liked
do
it a
we
lot.
use? Yeah, why do we use AI? Because goddamn it, we can. We were born in a time that this thing exists, and if there's gonna be a bunch of shitty people out there using it, okay, let me rephrase it. If there's gonna be a bunch of newcomers that get into music because of it, that's amazing. If good musicians get to use it, that's amazing as a tool. I think what we're talking about is people who maybe give up music to do AI music, and that's boo. That's boo. You don't give up anything. It's just a tool. It's that you add. Whatever the next tool is, we'll add, and we'll keep moving on. And we'll have that anytime someone comes over and wants to make a song, and they're like, I wish I had some background vocals for this part, but I don't have any male singers here. I'll be like, well, let me show you that, and then I actually have a tool that can fulfill a client need. And so as long as I, as the pro, can make it sound good, who cares?
Catch 22 Sunday. Catch 22 Sunday. 22. Sunday. Catch 22.